Oh, I forgot my gear.
Welcome to the Man Cave Media Network and the Down East Prep Report Winter Sports Show, brought to you by Marine Federal Credit Union. And there's Millie, the show mascot, swinging around, so she'll settle down here in a second. But again, this is brought to you by Marine Federal Credit Union. I'm your host, Steve Goodson, and along with co-host Chris Miller. We're joined this week by Jacksonville High School wrestling coach Mark Holbrook. Coach, thank you for joining us, man.
No, thank you.
And wrestlers Max Davis and Brock Smith. Guys, thank y'all for coming.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Wrestlers.
Man, listen, I say it the way I say it, and just as long as I don't go like you don't give a big Wahoo McDaniels or Nature Boy Woo or whatever, we're good to go, right? So each week on the Down East Prep Report, we'll be talking to area coaches and standout athletes, and we'll touch on different storylines from around our local boys and girls winter sports scene. Whether you're a parent, a grandparent, an athlete, or a diehard fan of your local high school athletic program, this is the home for all things high school winter sports, right here on the Down East Prep Report. And again, brought to you by Marine Federal Credit Union. At Marine Federal, you're more than just a member, you're part of a community. With personalized service, competitive rates, and a commitment to your goals, Marine Federal is here to help you thrive every step of the way. Visit marinefederal.org to learn more and discover how Marine Federal Credit Union can help you build a better financial future. So before we jump in real quick, got to give a shout out to Vital Signs, Michael Zari Jr. for the T-shirts that he gives us. We give to the guests every week. So guys, that's courtesy of Michael Zari Jr., Michael Zari Sr., our senator from the area, and Vital Signs. And then also a big shout out to Steve Wan and the fine folks at Steve's Subs and Salad for providing lunch. Family fun, family run, fast, friendly, and flat out better than the change. Located on Bryn Mawr Plaza, 248 Bryn Mawr Road, 910-353-6040. And they make it so easy. You can call, place an order, and go through the drive-thru. So you don't have to get your car. So Steve's Subs and Salad, where big flavor lives. So here's the plan for today. When Millie settles down, we're going to look at just some of the high school conference standings, boys and girls basketball. For some reason, it's not showing up on that screen today. I had a ton of technical difficulties last night, and actually had broken all this thing down, put it back together last night. And we'll just let you talk a little bit about where things are going down the home stretch. Then I'm going to let you provide a little update about a couple milestones by two area basketball players. One occurred earlier on in the year or in the season, and one occurred last week. Then we're going to debut a new segment called the Down East Prep Report Play of the Week. And then we'll follow that with Coach Holbrook, Max, and Brock, and we'll learn more about these young men, the Cardinal wrestlers, and they just had the conference meet last night, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and getting ready to go into the dual team meets, and so it's different than when I was in school. I didn't wrestle, but when my brother said they didn't have the dual team meets, you just went straight into the individual. So you do the dual teams first, and then after that you do the individuals. Is that, or is it going on while?
If you qualify.
If you qualify, okay. So we'll talk to them about probably two guys that are going to qualify. And then we'll also end things up with the Scholar Athlete Spotlight of the Week, and that's brought to you by the law offices of John Drew Warlick. So to kick things off, though, we're going to start with the Player of the Week, and that's brought to you by Down East Heating and Air, Jason Humphrey, and our Player of the Week. And, guys, I'm sorry you can't see it. It displays on this screen. I can see it right here. Sorry. It's Camden Herron, North Side, 157, actually. Did you wrestle? You wrestled 157, right?
Sir. I've wrestled him this season.
You wrestled him. Okay. Well, he's wrestling 157 now. He pinned Easton Pfeiffer from Dixon High School at 347 to earn his 100th victory of his career. He shared the Coastal Conference Tournament most outstanding wrestler award, and he improved this season to 21-5. Last year, he finished 46-14 and placed second in the East Regionals and won one match at the state. What is it? Double elimination? Is that what it is?
Well, it's double elimination, but if you lose, you can't win first place. So
Okay.
the best you can do is third place.
So he probably went one and two, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, that's Camden Herron Jr., Northside High School, and that's brought to you by Down East Heating and Cooling. Down East Heating and Air, a family tradition of quality since 1986, with locations in Jacksonville, Wilmington, and North Myrtle Beach. Down East is the #1 Bryant dealer of the Carolinas. Home, office, garage, man cave, and yes, even my basement here. Down East has the perfect system to help you stay comfortable during this winter sports season. Head over to downeastheating.com and let Down East put their talents to work for you. So we're going to morph into now. We're going to talk a little basketball before we get into talking with Coach and Max and Brock. So just real quick, man, I'm going to share my screen, and you're going to have to look up there again. I'm sorry the monitor's not working, but I'm going to share my screen with you. And just I guess we're going. Let's start back. We'll start back with the 1A here. Mm-hmm. So this is the Coastal Plains 1A, 2A. Boys and girls, Lejeune girls still looking for their first win on the season, 0-5 in conference, 0-12 overall. Lejeune boys 3-1 in conference and 4-8. Anything you want to talk about?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious that Northside Pinetown for the boys has established themselves as the alpha dog there. And then Pamlico girls, well coached. April Rose has been there for many, many years, and they've been a force in that Coastal Plains 1A conference for girls basketball for many, many years. So they're going to run away with that conference and keep our fingers crossed for the Lejeune girls. Maybe they'll get a win or two. And then Lejeune boys, they'll continue to play hard. But again, the Northside Pinetown will be the alpha dog there.
Will be the alpha dog. All right, moving into the East Central 3A, 4A. Clinton girls are undefeated at 5-0 in conference, 17-0 overall. So they're undefeated for the season. East Duplin girls, who we've had the chance to talk to Kinsey
Cave, but she's been out for the last 3 or 4 games. Okay. So she suffered a little bit of an ankle injury, in a game that I actually saw them a couple weeks ago. So they're playing tough. They just didn't have enough power to get through Clinton. They play tough against Clinton, but only lost by 7 or 8. But Clinton they're
the class of the league.
They're
right?
the class of that league, and the boys. I mean, South and Orr is in first place in that conference, but if you look at their overall standings, there's really not that one team that stands out that's gonna open your eyes. So I could see East Duplin winning a few more games, maybe upsetting South and Orr in a game, but Southwest will continue to get better. But at the moment, the Blue Devils are in first place, but I think anybody can beat anybody in that conference.
All right, next up we got the Coastal 5A, 6A. Croatan girls still undefeated in conference and 16-3 overall. Swansboro girls in second. We had Coach Kim Miller here with 2 players last week on the show. They had a big win, I think, the night before over Dixon, who is in third place. Just a competitive conference with the on the girls' side with Croatan and Swansboro.
Well, it's
both kind of separating a little bit. Right?
It's Croatan and Swansboro. They'll play each other on Tuesday. Obviously, if Croatan wins, they'll haven't already beaten the Pirates. They'll for all intents and purposes, wrap up the regular season title. But you look over to the boys.
Yeah.
Swansboro,
despite a lot of injuries, because
they were down 3 starters last night.
Yeah.
Came back from 9 down with 5 minutes left to beat Northside. So a great comeback. Croatan lost to West Carteret last night, if you believe it. They and so Kannon continues to put up solid numbers. They're still going to be a dangerous team, but but it's kind of wide open for second place. It's not over yet because Swansboro lost to Havelock last week, and they have to play Havelock again. So
and Havelock is which we'll see here in a couple minutes. Havelock is not an easy out. They're 4-3. And they could very well be 5-2, and you'll see why shortly. but yeah, tough. So that's wide open.
It's wide open. So, but if you're Swansboro, you're happy where you are right now.
Yeah, and now we go to the Big Carolina 6A, 7A, which Jacksonville High School is in this conference. Better wrestling conference or basketball conference, Coach? What do you think?
Well,
You know much about basketball?
They look really good with wrestling mats all across the floor.
I love that, man.
That's what we like.
That's great. That is great. So the girls of South Central, they're 5-0 in conference. Jacksonville girls 4-1, second place. J.H. Rose, White Oak in fourth, down to New Bern in last. And then the boys is White Oak was on a hot streak there, lost 2 in a row, and they've come back. I guess they've won two in a row now. J.H. Rose seems to be separating a little bit from 2-game lead over South Central and White Oak. And Jacksonville boys, Sean's grinding away, man. But all his guys play football, so they just started playing basketball, right? Because they went so far in the playoffs.
A big victory for the White Oak Vikings last night. They beat New Bern, and New Bern started out the year like 13-0, and they've kind of come back down to earth a little bit. So that win avenged the loss to the Bears earlier this season. So look, White Oak is White Oak is doing well, and I think they'll have a chance to go pretty far in the playoffs. And how about the Jacksonville girls? I mean, they I did a story.
Nia Burney. You just did a story on
Nia Burney, and so that was a fun story. She's very animated, gets after it, and I think the girls really like her. So again, another player that I covered, and then now is coaching. So again, shows you how long I've been doing this.
Yeah. All right. So and I hate that you guys can't see this because I got some really cool graphics getting ready to come up. So let's talk a little bit about the milestones that have occurred this week, and I'll pull up the graphic and show you guys right there. And I'm going to try to adjust this so they can kind of not be totally lost and see what's going on. So if you want to go ahead and talk about that, man.
Yeah, I mean, Kannon. We talked. I mean, what else can we say about Kannon McBride? He had that shot last week. Had 1,000 points early in the season for a junior, and then Zarion Hobbs against Jacksonville last week secured his 1,000-point, and class act by the Cardinals because it's a rivalry game. It gets intense, and they were okay with the game being stopped so he could be recognized for the milestone. So, Coach, would you say 1,000 points in high school is kind of equivalent to 100 wins in wrestling? Would you?
It's slowly creeping up to 150 because we are allowed so many more matches.
Yeah.
Yes, that's generally what the equivalent is.
So how many of your? I know we just recognized Herron from Northside, but anybody else with 100 wins wrestling this year?
We got one with us, man. Who was it? Was it Max? Max just got your 100th career win.
Yes, sir. I got that last year, and now I'm creeping up on 150.
Oh, wow.
Soon.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man.
So what do those milestones mean to grapplers, Coach?
Well, I mean, it's just like you said, a milestone, and it just kind of sets them aside from the competition. I mean, you just continue to, grow as a wrestler, and then, you get that milestone, and it's something to be recognized, a little individual recognition other than, just what you're doing every week.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So both of them, so congratulations. Yeah, we seem to somehow mention Kannon McBride's name literally every other week on this show, whether it's he was all area football athlete, quarterback, football player, carried them to Croatan to as far as they've been in the state playoffs and whatever. And as good a football player is, he's just as good a basketball player, and he's a good kid.
So it is going to be a very tough choice for player of the year for boys basketball.
Yeah,
year.
I was thinking about that when I was looking at this. Yeah, you're gonna have your hands full with this. So congratulations, Kannon. Congratulations, Z. I'm sure. And the crazy thing about them is both of them are juniors. Mm-hmm. So they each have the rest of this season and some of next season, and of course all of next season left. So that's that's a very big milestone. So real quick, last thing before we talk to Coach. So we kind of this came up really because of this video, right?
Yeah.
So we're encouraging Coach, if you have parents that shoot videos, and Brock or Max just souffle somebody, or you get a good, you guys record it, send it to us. It could be the play of the week. So we're just starting this. He's going to encourage all the coaches, all the athletic directors, but we want to start trying to highlight great plays that our athletes are making during this season. So with that said, I'm going to share the play of the week with you. And it's Kannon McBride once again. How about that? Score's tied 57-57 with Havelock with 3.7 seconds left. Three-quarter court last week.
And credit his teammate who got the ball.
Yeah.
Who probably could have shot that shot himself. And let me get the ball to let me get the ball.
Let me give it the ball to Cannon and see if he can make it. So congratulations, Cannon. Once again, you're just a great kid, great family, and big things coming from him this year, obviously, and next year. So I'm ready to talk some wrestling.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
All right. Well, here we go. So Jacksonville High School wrestling secured a huge 46-30 senior night victory last week over crosstown rival White Oak. The win locked up the Big Carolina Conference's only automatic 6A dual team playoff berth and kept the Cardinals' championship momentum rolling after their third consecutive Onslow County Cup title earlier this month. Man, you got the keys to that one, don't you? Three in a row. Man, that's awesome. Joining me in the studio today is longtime head coach Mark Holbrook, along with two senior leaders. I've got Max. Well, I'm just going to call you Max, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Max Davis and Brock Smith, who, like you just said, celebrated his 100th career win. The Cardinals are 24-2 on the season and have been East Regional runner-ups the last 2 years. And it's to the same, isn't it? Is it to the same team?
Union Pines.
Union Pines. Yeah, I do. When I go and do these interviews, I do a little research. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Are you going to face them again, Coach?
Let's hope.
Let's hope. That's right. That's right. So with regionals and state meets approaching, let's just dive in, man, and talk to Coach and Max and Brock about Cardinal wrestling. So, Coach, I'm going to start with you. You literally jumped into a mosh pit with your wrestlers after the win last Wednesday. What made this victory over White Oak so special?
This is the first year that we've brought back the crosstown rivalry, and the coach and I are very good friends, and I think we've talked about this before. We've done lunch, and we talk, and the kids themselves wrestle, off seasons, a little bit in season, which I'm not real excited about, but they practice together. They're friends as well, which is what we really promote is the community. And so, with that little, brotherly thorn in the side, banter back and forth, it's nice to be the big
It's
brother,
nice to beat them, right?
or be the little brother that beats the big brother.
Yeah, well, and off air, just you're married to a White Oak grad.
I am.
Did you go home and rub it in on her when y'all, or did you tread lightly?
I treaded very lightly.
Okay.
He's a smart man.
Smart man. Well, when we had Coach Hoff on here a couple weeks ago, we were talking about it, and last week we actually had a quote. I got a quote from him before the night before the match that we showed on Wednesday. But going to school at White Oak, and going to Jacksonville, if anything you play, tiddlywinks. I know you all know what tiddlywinks is, but Coach, you do.
Yes.
I mean, anything you play, man, Jacksonville White Oak, it's game on. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast, right? So anyway, so that's why it was so special. So Brock, I want to start with you, man. You opened up Jacksonville's run. 40. Man, you didn't treat the guy with much respect. 47-second pin. at 157 and you guys were down 18-6 at the time. Talk about what was going on through your mind and how you approached that particular match, and with your team being down.
Just needed the 6 points for the team.
Yeah.
Get the momentum start going. We knew that we'd be probably in a deficit, getting out of the 138, 144 pounders.
Yeah.
So,
you were just ready to bring it, right?
ready to bring it.
Is there pressure when knowing that, hey, I need to pin this guy? How much pressure is there to kind of take care of business?
Not really that much pressure.
Really?
To be honest, yeah. Just
Because you need to get it done.
Well, you're prepared, right? I mean, you're prepared. Coach has got you ready to roll, and you just got to go out there and execute, right?
yeah, can't mess around with the guy. Just got to pin him fast as possible.
Max, you had a tough night. You got a forfeit, right?
Yeah, it's very hard.
Yeah. But so let's talk about it, though, man. So watching your teammates string together wins and then take control, what does the depth and resilience say about the Jacksonville team? So you guys kind of got slow, but seems those middle weight classes and then the upper weight classes, you kicked it in. So just talk about that, man.
Yeah, I was definitely really stressed throughout the whole entire duel, just seeing some people go down and then getting the wins. Overall, it was a super close duel until we got into 106. And I'm just glad that everybody stayed a team and stayed together, that we were rooting for each other, and in the end, we got the dub, and that's what mattered. And even with the forfeit, it was still good knowing that I got another 6 points for my team, so
that's awesome.
Couldn't really complain there.
So y'all, and just not in my notes here, but you guys end up going, y'all lost 2 matches all year, is that right?
Yes.
2 matches, and was it New Bern? Was it New Bern?
New Bern and Eastern Guilford.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
again, Eastern Guilford, they were former state champion team. They're very well coached, but we were out a few people.
Okay.
And Coach, I remember when they forfeited to Max, you were chirping a little bit, and you're like that, and basically saying that how much they respected him. They didn't really.
So I guess at that point, mathematically, it was impossible.
Mm-hmm.
And rather than be embarrassed, maybe they definitely gave Max the respect he deserves.
He doesn't hold back, does he?
No.
No, and you know what, man? This may be my new favorite. So next year we're going to preview the wrestling season, and we're going to have Coach Hoff and Coach Holbrook, and we're going to get so who else doesn't hold back? Are there any other coaches in the county that
we've got a couple of new coaches?
Okay.
That you
don't quite know yet. Okay,
but Coach V.
Okay.
Vanderpool.
Vanderpool.
He's coaching the Onslow Early College.
Early college, yeah.
And
My
so
wife works at the college and says good things about him. So
Yes,
Very nice guy.
He
Yeah.
is the let me use a big word, quintessential idea of what we all want to be.
that's awesome.
He is an amazing.
Is he the guy? Did he used to coach at Southwest?
Southwest.
Yes.
Yeah. That's him.
He
Yeah.
He knows his stuff, but he is a gentleman.
And he
Yeah.
also wrestled on the world team, I believe.
Oh, wow.
With Navy. I think it's Navy.
Well, we're going to get these guys on here, man.
Yeah, that'd be
And I'll
we're gonna
bring in
poke-
some boxing gloves and,
Yeah.
and we'll spar a little bit. So let's talk about the Onslow Cup. Brock, back in January on January 10th, the Onslow Cup, you won the 157 title. What did that three-peat championship mean to you for the team, but also individually?
It meant a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just to keep dominating the county.
Yeah, the three. Yeah, I mean, 3 times in a row, man. I mean, you guys pretty much solidified that, that you're the best year in and year out. So that's got to be a good feeling, right?
Yeah. It's really just the seniors every year, just mentoring the
And this was your last year.
Yes,
so not another shot at it. So that had to be a good feeling for you, right?
Really nice.
Yeah. Max, you dominated 138 with an 18-0 whooping, right? Whooping. How about that? And then as a team, you guys had 4 individual champions that day. So what makes this team capable of winning all these big tournaments and all these big matches?
Really just focusing and dialing in the wrestling room, not just like the wrestling aspect, but the mental aspect of everything. And also like us seniors, like stressing how important like these titles are to us, knowing that this is our last year here and we kind of want to leave it on a good note, and just hoping that us stressing those ideas, they'll bring it whenever they're seniors.
Yeah, yeah, because you're right. That was it for you. That's the last, Onslow Cup you guys are going to wrestle for, and every time that was the last conference tournament that you guys had last night, and everything as seniors, it's going to be your last. So that's something you guys, and I know Coach is probably preaching that to you, but that's something that you guys got to remember, man. That whatever sport you're participating in, as a senior, after that, you may go to golf and wrestle in college, but you're not going to wrestle anymore in high school. That's going to be that last event.
And credit these guys because Max, last night was a conference tournament. Max got his win at 138. A pin in about 214, something like that.
Yes,
and then Brock 157. You won 22-5. So Tyler Gardner won 113 with a pin about 3 minutes or so, Coach. And then Jonathan Berry pinned in about 4.5 minutes at 215. So you just needed one more point, Coach, and you would have overtaken Newbern. So,
So maybe what was the score? 22-5.
22-5.
So a pin would have.
What did they get you? 4 points or 5 points?
The pin would have given us another
Oh,
point.
okay,
for- yeah.
okay. So that would have given you one more point.
Yes.
That's all right, Brock. I got you back, bud.
But it's not, it was a team effort.
It was a
There's
team effort.
So many factors.
Yeah. So in the Onslow Cup, Coach, you guys beat White Oak by 9.5 points. Much closer last year, man. Did anybody show up last year? I'm just trying. You had a 92-point margin of victory last year in the Onslow Cup. Talk a little bit. We've talked about Jacksonville wrestling, but talk about the level of competition in wrestling here in Onslow County.
So we have several new clubs, and we also have clubs outside of the area that bring in good amount of people. I know Max goes down to Hampstead, and there's some good wrestlers down there that he trains with. Carolina Elite here in town. There's a couple of others, and so there's a lot of emphasis as children. So they're learning the basics, and that's what we really emphasize. So they come to us already knowing some of the basics, and then we can build on that.
And how long have you been coaching, if you don't mind me asking?
So I started in 1999 down in Wilmington with the Wilmington Hurricanes and Hoggard High School.
Okay. Maybe 99. I know you and I talked back when my brother wrestled in the mid-'80s. There weren't a lot of wrestling clubs. They just didn't exist. So I think that's one of the big things, much like when kids play soccer, high school soccer, baseball, basketball, or whatever, you've got the travel or the club level teams. Would you contribute the rise of how our area players are doing? Our area wrestlers are doing. Would you contribute that rise by them? I don't want to say wrestling year round, but more than just the season. Would that be a contributing factor, you think?
100%.
Yeah.
And you were talking about 1999. That whole little era. Other New Hanover had middle school wrestling.
Okay.
And Onslow did not. So that added to the experience level.
Yeah.
Because you would go as an elementary child, and then you didn't have any more wrestling until high school. So
yeah, and I would think that that's just a great thing when you have a freshman come in, and I know you may have some freshmen that come out for the first time, don't know what they're doing, and it's kind of training wheels, and by their sophomore year they're kind of getting it, by their junior year they're hitting it. But it's got to be a good feeling to have a freshman come in that's been wrestling in middle school or club, and you can hit the ground running, and you may say, some sort of move or some sort of drill or something like that, and that kid knows what that drill is, right?
it's very refreshing. It's happening more and more.
Yeah.
We had some like Cole Hunt last year who racked up a record-setting 170 and 19 record,
Wow.
which has not been done in Onslow County. But he came and won 42 matches his freshman year.
Amazing.
And again, our 106 this year is doing the same thing with a very good record.
Yeah.
So he may hit the 150 mark as well. So yes, it's very refreshing to have them come in and at least have an idea of what we're
Yeah.
doing in the room.
Yeah, that's got to be a good feeling. So let's talk about leadership, man, and legacy. So Max, you're a senior. You've been through this entire 3-year county cup run, 2 straight Eastern Regional runner-up finishes. What does leadership mean to you for this team? And tell me how you lead.
Leadership is a big part of our team. I think we have a couple strong figures in the room. Besides our coaches, we have, of course, me and Brock, and then we have like other people and other wrestlers, and kind of just setting a standard of like hard work and what we're doing. And if anybody's like slacking, we'll call it out, and we just kind of need to like set the tempo in the room very high. And that just kind of betters everybody.
And would you say you guys are you a senior laden team? How many seniors are wrestling? Do you guys know?
So we have several seniors.
Okay.
But only a handful. What do we have? 3 starting?
Okay.
4 now because
Okay.
Elijah came back.
Okay.
So
you're not so you got underclassmen that are contributing.
yes.
So this is going to be, and White Oak's fairly young as well. So it's going to be you boys going to be getting it on for the next couple of years, man. That's awesome. So Brock, talk about your leadership, man. Talk about you seem like the strong, silent type, man. You just kind of you don't have a lot of work to say, it seems, but I bet when you say something, man, it sticks. So talk to me about your leadership style.
Just like Max said, if they're slacking off, just get after them.
Yeah.
Just be hard in the room.
All right.
It all comes just from the room, yeah.
That's awesome. That's great. So, Coach, you build a culture where seniors like Max and Brock are mentoring the younger wrestlers. How important is that leadership pipeline? That not only they're teaching them, but they're leaving something with these guys that are freshmen, sophomores.
Absolutely. It's imperative that they do that. That way a freshman or sophomore looks up and says, wow, they won 3 Onslow County Cups.
Yeah.
And they were part of all 3 of those, and we want to continue it so they can see that the system works. We want to be brilliant at the basics, and we want to work hard and get along as a team and a family. And we don't have any issues in our room. We squash anything. If there's any, animosity, which we really don't have any. We're a bunch of jokesters, and we joke about Brock. You said strong silent.
Strong silent type. Yeah.
If you ask him any question, I'm good. I'm good. Brock, your foot fell off. I'm good.
I'm good.
That's his saying. So, but yeah, the strong leadership and just mentoring these kids and just making sure it's about the kids.
That's awesome.
Wonderful team.
That's awesome. Brock, are you from a military family?
No, sir.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
My dad was a Marine, but not, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, and you come here from Pennsylvania.
Yes, sir.
Did your dad happen to wrestle up in Pennsylvania?
He wrestled in New York.
Okay. Big, yeah, up in Northeast, man, forever wrestling is just among, we were talking offline before, Penn State, #1, been just blanking everybody, man. That would be, what would you guys do if y'all, what's the closest you guys have ever come to blanking somebody? That's totally off the wall.
Was it our South Central
As a team.
or so our South Central conference duel? We were, what was the score?
77-0.
77.
Okay, so you did.
It was almost a perfect score. I think somebody got a tech instead of a pin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
84-0.
Did y'all give them a hard time not getting a pin?
a little bit, but it was still good to just like have the win with the guys. Almost a perfect duel.
Man, that's awesome.
And Coach, we keep on mentioning the Onslow Cup, and for people who don't realize, the Onslow Cup is a big deal. And I am glad that they brought back the hoodies. I think one of your wrestlers said, "Why is it all orange and black?" And one of the Southwest guys, well, when you guys host it, it can be red and whatever. But I forgot which one of your guys said that. But I'm glad they brought the hoodies back. But the tournament is a big deal, to the coaches, but also to to the guys and girls.
It is, and now that the girls have their own cup, that's nice. And then we should have mentioned that of the cups, I think we have 8, and I think
Do you guys really? Okay.
we've
Eight-
won
8 of the 20.
and then Dixon is a second. They have 6.
Oh wow.
So we're up a little bit, but we're gonna win the next 10 years, so we're good.
I love it, man. I love it. So let's talk about goals and let's talk about regionals and states. So we were just talking a minute ago before we started recording, and the playoff seeds come out. Was supposed to be tomorrow, maybe Friday now. I think you said
Friday. Yep.
Yeah. And you guys have been Eastern Regional runner-up 2 straight years. Union Pines be getting y'all, but we gonna. I mean, y'all gonna have something for them, I think, this year. What does this team need to do differently to break through? First, you got to get there. I understand, one match at a time, but take that runner-up tag off that Eastern Regional and just say Eastern Regional champs. What do you guys got to do, man? And that's for all y'all.
Well,
But-
real quickly, it takes a village, and Onslow County hasn't reached that level. We have restrictions. We need more members on the team. Union Pines does. They do things a little differently. They send out 3 or 4 teams to 3 or 4 different tournaments. So they're getting a little bit more than we can at this point.
Yeah.
We're growing, so we'll see as it goes as we move forward. There's always a financial burden to get to these places.
Yeah.
So it's
You just need support, man.
we just need support.
Support and time. Yeah, that's
it's
awesome.
happening. We
Yeah.
have Metro Diner that helps us out. They're always feeding our kids, and we have a lot of individual parents that help us out. So
That's
doing
awesome.
well.
Yeah,
We're happy.
that's great. So Max last year 3-2 at states, finished 4th. Valuable experience, man. Let's talk. I know we got team goals. Let's talk about personal goals, man. Talk about personal goals and team goals, but so start with whichever one you want to start with.
Yeah, my personal goal right now is just 100% just winning states. It's something that needs to be done. I feel like the past years I've been going hard, but there's still just like a little bit that I'm like missing out and that I learn when I reflect back on my season like I did last year. And just this year, just doing everything right, all gas, and I'm just coming for the state title 100%.
And team-wise?
Team-wise, I just want to keep focusing on bettering the team and just working as a team, not looking at it as well. We're in state duels and looking ahead. Just focus on getting everyone better at wrestling and just wrestling as a team and becoming closer as a team.
All right. Brock, you went 1-2 last year, state tournament at 150. So you put on a little weight. It must have been those subs you ate just a little while ago. Well, you're 157 now. So talk to me about your approach heading into this season, into the state or regionals and state, and just I'll say postseason. How about that?
Focusing on getting a state championship. I put a lot of work in the gym in the off season. A lot of work on mats.
Yeah.
Getting it after it.
I'm good.
Yeah.
You're good, and you're good.
I'm good.
You're good. Strong, silent type, man. Gotta like it. Well, now, man, I shared those. See, I believe Coach set y'all up because I shared those questions with Coach yesterday. Did he share them with you guys today? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, these are some I did not share with Coach. These are called rapid fire, and I just want you guys to talk about the Max. Brock, you gotta listen.
Oh, I got you.
Strong, silent type, but I got to hear you now. All right, you got me? First thing that comes to your mind, all right? So this is from Max and Brock. Describe this Jacksonville wrestling team in up to 3 words. Brock, you go first.
Resilient, strong, just family.
Okay. Max?
Goofy, family, and strong.
All right. Coach, most important quality you look for in a team captain?
Coachability and just your leadership.
Leadership. Okay. Max and Brock, and I'll start with Max this time. Describe your wrestling style in up to 3 words.
Strong, good,
Good.
and I'd say I'm a little slick at times.
Okay. Brock. Now you had a chance to think about this.
Yeah.
Wrestling style, three words.
Controlled, strong, gritty.
Gritty.
I thought
Like
you were
it.
going to say, I'm good.
I'm good. Coach, best piece of advice you ever received as a coach?
Wow. As a coach. The best was when I was in middle school, but so
That's fine.
Which
That's
was it's not the world according to Mark.
I receive that advice every day from my wife. How about that? Boys, pregame meal. What's your favorite pregame meal, Brock?
Rice cakes and honey.
Rice cakes and honey.
I was Element Tea hydration, and then I'll get Dave's plain bagel with peanut butter and honey.
All right, cool deal. I mean, I thought y'all were going to go for something major, like after weigh-ins, man. My mom used to make my brother a T-bone steak, and he would eat it. Of course, he wrestled 185, so he got to eat a little bit later. But I thought y'all a little on the light side there. But that's why y'all wrestling. Well, heck, 138. I weighed 138 in 4th grade, man. So anyway, another one for the boys. Walkout song. What's your favorite walkout song, man? You got a walkout song, Max?
Actually, I kind of stopped listening to music before my matches this season.
Okay.
I used to, and I used to just listen to Yeet. I don't know if you know him, but
No,
yeah,
it's not Fantasia, right? That's
No,
I had
no.
Josh Smith from Havelock High School. Fantasia, that'll forever be
The Hall of Shame.
the Hall of Shame. And then there's a dude named Young. What's his name? He's a rapper.
Young Thug.
Young boy. Okay, Brock, what you got?
Young boy.
Young boy. Okay.
Oh, really?
All right, Coach. Biggest mistake you see you young wrestlers make. Biggest mistake you see them make.
Just not being in position.
Okay. Max and Brock, toughest match you've ever wrestled and why to date? Toughest match.
Up in PA and
Okay.
districts, I wrestled Reagan Milheim.
Okay.
That was hard.
Okay.
Really hard.
Why was it hard? He was just good?
He's just so tough. Yeah.
Okay. Max, toughest match.
I don't remember the exact name, but it was at Super 32. He's a Penn State commit now.
Okay.
But it's just like whenever you wrestle a guy at that level, you do realize that there are a lot of levels to this, and it was just pretty humbling.
Yeah. All right. Coming back to you again. What keeps you coming back for more when the season gets tough?
Honestly, just thinking about my mom and all that she's done for me throughout the years, traveling all over the country, putting all the money in that she does and the time and the stress that she doesn't need to do, but just thinking about her and just wanting to do it for her.
Brock, what keeps you coming back, man, when it gets tough? Besides, you're good.
Just focusing on my goals I had before the season, getting that state championship, all the time that my parents have put in and money.
That's cool, man. Coach, if you weren't coaching wrestling, what would you be doing, man?
Kayaking.
Man, I didn't even get that out of my mouth. You love kayaking?
Yes, I'm a
River
kayaker.
or ocean?
All the above.
Oh, really?
I do a lot of ocean.
Do you?
I'm a ocean certified kayak instructor, but I pretty much kayak all year long. Wrestling kind of gets in the way, but wrestling's my first love.
That's awesome. So let me ask you this: what's your favorite Jacksonville wrestling moment in your entire coaching career? Which that's a lot, I know. Wow. If you had to pick one, if you could, what would be your favorite wrestling moment in your Jacksonville career?
I mean, that's horrible.
Eastern Guilford.
Do I?
Eastern Guilford beating.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, but that's not. That's really.
That's a tough question, isn't it?
So
yeah.
I mean,
that's tough.
Every year it's new. I get children that might have otherwise fallen off the radar, and they come back into the room and they finish out the season. And I mean, those are always the greatest moments. And just watching a kid just break through their difficulty or their wall. I mean, and so that's ever happening. I mean, every year it's the same.
Yeah, man. You're in it for the kids, man.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's no one. I mean, championships come and go.
That's a great answer, Coach. That's a great answer, man. That is a great answer. Boys, what do you guys want your legacy to be at Jacksonville High School when you're done? Whoever, go first.
I'm good.
Just to have a strong record, finishing out the season, leaving Jacksonville with the state championship, and then another strong run at dual states. And then I would like to be remembered as just like a hard worker.
Awesome. Brock, strong silent type. Besides being known as a strong silent type, what would you like to be known for? And legacy.
How I impacted the underclassmen, I guess.
That's great. That's a great answer, man. Yeah. Last question that I have, and then if Chris has some rapid fire, he can give them to you. Last question I have, and this is for all you guys. We do this this is the last rapid fire question for everybody, every sport. We just change the wording a little bit. Jacksonville Cardinal Wrestling is blank. And you can, whoever wants to go first. Jacksonville Cardinal Wrestling is blank. Go ahead, Max, if you're ready.
Dominant.
Dominant. I like it. Brock? You need to think, Coach? Family. Brock, you got something now? Strong. That's great, man. No, there's not a right answer. There's not a wrong answer. Right? Gritty. Yeah. You like the word gritty, yeah. Yeah, I like that too. Well, Coach Mark Holbrook, Max Davis, and Brock Smith from Jacksonville High School Wrestling, thank you for joining us today. The Cardinals are sitting at 24-2, so I actually did know that.
25
in
the White Oak match.
White Oak, okay. And they're 3-time defending Onslow County Cup champions. And they've got their sights set on bringing home an Eastern Regional Championship. I'm counting on that one. And making a deep run at states. We'll be following you guys' journey. Good luck the rest of the season. And, man, y'all just get it done, guys. Congratulations for what y'all have accomplished so far. But you know the season's not done yet. So congratulations, and we'll be watching you guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You got anything else?
I just had a couple quick questions for the wrestlers, Coach. We all know how animated you coaches get, but I wanted to ask these guys: do you really hear your coaches cheer you on and root you on? Or are you tuning out all that out? I mean, do you really hear them yell at you guys and get animated, or?
Usually I'm tuned out during wrestling, and then between like periods and stuff, I'll like look over, and then if they have something to say, then I'll try and apply it.
Yeah. Brock, do you hear your coaches, or?
Normally I'm just dialed in on the match, but between periods or injury time, blood time.
Blood time.
How long is that 2-minute period? How long does it feel?
Pretty quick.
Oh, really? It goes quick for you?
Max, is it the longest 2 minutes of your life?
Yeah, no, I guess it just depends on the match. Sometimes it can be the longest 2 minutes, and sometimes it can be pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I would just we mentioned the guys who won the conference last night, but Charlotte Van Pelt won won her weight class at 100, and then Peyton Smith won a 107 during the girls tournament. So kudos to them as well.
And she was also named. She was the MVP on the girls' side for the Onslow Cup. Correct? Yeah, I thought I recognized. That name. Well, guys, thank you so much. This segment has been brought to you by Moore Buick GMC. At Moore Buick GMC, it's more than just selling cars. It's about serving our community. Right here in Jacksonville, Charles Williamson and his folks are proud to support local schools, charities, and events while helping families find the perfect Buick or GMC to fit their lives. From rugged GMC trucks to luxurious Buick SUVs, you'll find a wide selection backed by friendly service you can trust. Whether you're buying, leasing, or servicing your vehicle, you'll always be treated like family. Moore Buick GMC, driven by community, powered by trust. Visit them today at their location on Highway 17 in Jacksonville or online at moorebuickgmc.com. So we're winding down. Last piece of the segment that we're going to have is our Scholar Athlete Spotlight, which is presented by the law offices of John Drew Warlick. Each week we recognize a student athlete in our community who shines on the field, on the court, on the mat, or in the classroom. And these leaders are setting the standard with hard work and talent, academic excellence. So this week, Scholar Athlete is Jess Olin. She's a sophomore at Northside High School. You can see academically 4.4 GPA, ranked number 1 in her class. She's taken honors courses, man, out just all kinds of things. Swimming is her main sport. She also participates in volleyball and soccer. Whether good or bad, and I can say this with a grain of salt because I have one, right? She wants to be an attorney when she grows up. My daughter's an attorney, so I can say that. And you know, this segment is actually brought to you by Bob Warlick or John Drew Warlick and law offices. So she wants to be an attorney when she grows up, and she wants to build a future ground in advocacy. So that's pretty awesome. What I found pretty amazing about this was that her impact reached well beyond before she went to high school. As a sixth grader at Jacksonville Commons, she helped start a student-led initiative that organized a blanket drive for children in Ukraine. So that's pretty cool, proving that leadership and compassion can begin at whatever age. So congratulations to Jess Olin, Scholar Athlete Spotlight. And this brought to you by the law offices of John Drew Warlick in Jacksonville and Onslow County. When life changes fast, you need someone who can move just as fast for you. The law offices of John Drew Warlick, 3 generations of trusted local attorneys fighting for folks injured in wrecks or workplace mishaps. They also stand behind families through life's most challenging moments with experienced family law representation. If you've been hurt in a car accident or on the job, don't settle for less than you deserve. Call 910-455-7700 now to schedule a complimentary consultation. The law offices of John Drew Warlick, advocating for the injured, standing up for families, and results that matter. So that's going to wrap it up for the Down East Prep Report this week, brought to you again by Marine Federal Credit Union. A big thank you to Coach Holbrook, to Max, and to Brock. And, of course, thank you to you, man, to Chris. Just words of wisdom and just the knowledge that he possesses. And, again, I say it every week, man, just thank you for what you do for
thank you.
high school athletics, man. I mean, it's budgets are being cut everywhere in schools and in Fortune 500 companies and in newspaper magazines or newspapers areas. And
Washington Post is going to get rid of its sports department.
Are they really? They're going to farm it out and bring it in and just do a stringer?
AI.
Oh, wow. So I appreciate what you do, man. And again, with that appreciation, I want to thank again Marine Federal Credit Union, where you're more than just a member, you're part of the community. So real quick, some programming notes that we just want to talk about. Tomorrow, look for the 4th episode of the Homegrown series. If you guys haven't been watching that, Homegrown, real athletes, real stories, big dreams, something that we felt was important. We're interviewing kids that have excelled in high school when they were here, and now they've gone off to college and they're participating in athletics. Tomorrow's episode, and I'll go ahead and reveal it. It won't come out till tonight or first thing in the morning. Tyler Jones, former golfer at Jacksonville High School, now went to UNC Charlotte first, and now is at Western Carolina. Texted him this morning, tough life. Texted him this morning, and he and the team and his dad were on their way down to play their first match of the spring, and they were playing in Cancun, Mexico. So a little bit warmer than Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Yeah, the poor thing.
Yeah, poor thing. So anyway, check that out. Homegrown. We've got another 10 or so episodes. Thank you to Jason Flood and the folks at Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning for partnering with us on that. If you hadn't seen any of it, go to Man Cave Media NC. Just do a search, Man Cave Media NC on YouTube. Everything is there. You'll be able to check that out. You'll be able to check out past episodes of Down East Prep Report. We did a show yesterday that has blown up in 24 hours. We talked to Bobby Hatchell and Sharice Hatchell. Bobby's son goes to Jacksonville High School, is a sophomore. We talked to them about the 7-on-7 football league that they started last year, and gotten a lot of great response on that. So homegrown, the show from yesterday, then Sunday, 2 Men to Six Pack, great show. We sit around, just have fun. Me and a couple of my buddies talk about whatever. So if you're bored on a Sunday night at 6 o'clock, come check it out. Next week on this show, who do we have next week?
Brett McFarland, Swansboro boys basketball coach. I think he'll still bring in Connor May, even though he's out for the year. And then we'll probably get him to bring Lorenzo Floyd, a senior
point guard. Yeah.
So Swansboro's playing well. And then I think the following week, I think we're going to try to get Matt Miller from Dixon basketball.
Okay. Awesome. Coach, Max, Brock, again, thank you guys so much for coming, man. We appreciate it. Good luck to you guys. Man, just make it happen, guys.
Thank you, Steve.
All right.
Sure, thank you.
And listen, thanks everybody for watching. So for Chris, I'm Steve Goodson. Thanks for watching, and tune in next week.